GTA Online has over 800 vehicles, and if you're new, it's almost impossible to know which ones are actually worth owning. Some cost millions while others are completely free, but not all of them are worth your time. So in this video, I'm breaking down the top 7 must-own vehicles in the entire game for beginners in 2025. The Duke of Death is literally one of the best beginner-friendly vehicles in the entire game because it's free on Warstock Cash and Carry, and it offers a decent armor protection in PvE situations. This monster can tank 3 RPGs, 9 homing missiles, and 7 railgun shots, making it one of the best armored cars against griefers that new players can get their hands on. On top of its incredible durability, this muscle car also has a respectable top speed of 124 miles per hour, and the acceleration is also really satisfying to listen to. The only place the Duke of Death doesn't have bullet protection is the front windows, so enemies can kill you with this opening pretty easily. Just keep this in mind when you're grinding in PvE, otherwise it's completely bulletproof and really good. The Duke of Death is also a 2-seater, so you can't fit your squad in it, but for the cost of $0, you can't complain, and you really can't go wrong with this car. I view this car as basically a must-have for all beginners, but it's not the best at anything, so it's in 7th place on this list. Speaking of armored cars, the next best option is the armored Kuruma. This only costs $525k with the trade prize, or $700k without the trade prize. The trade prize can be unlocked by completing the Fleeca job, which is the first OG heist in the game. You do need another player to do these heists with you, and you also need a high-end apartment to start these heists, but if you've checked these boxes, I definitely recommend doing this. Meet up with Lester, and after that, he should call you and you should be able to start this heist in your apartment. The Kuruma is amazing for grinding PvE content. It's fully bulletproof from all sides, unlike the Duke of Death. Sometimes a bullet may sneak in, but don't worry, as you can easily heal up with snacks while inside the car, and not many bullets are going to hit you here. The Kuruma has a top speed of 114 miles per hour, so it is slower compared to the Duke of Death, but it has better handling, which makes it really easy to turn corners with, which I prefer. The Kuruma is also a 4-seater, so you can fit your whole squad inside and do heist preps with ease. The major downside of the Kuruma is that it cannot take any missiles. One sticky bomb, RPG, or homing missile is enough to blow it up, so definitely don't use this in public sessions. You will get absolutely cooked. Up next, I have the Bricade 6x6, and this is a must-own vehicle in the early game. You can get this truck for $1.45 million on Warstock Cash and Carry, but I highly recommend you do not do this because there's a much better way of getting this beast. Head over to the art icon on the map and complete the 6 first dose missions. After this, complete the Acid Lab equipment setup mission, and you can now install the Acid Lab on the Bricade 6x6 for $750,000 in the Freak Shop. Don't worry about the money because the first and last dose missions will make you $1.1 million on their own. The Acid Lab is the best solo business in the entire game after you install the equipment upgrade for it, which unlocks after you do 10 Fooligan missions for Dax after you have the Acid Lab set up. This equipment upgrade costs $250k, but after this, your Acid Lab will make you $100k every hour passively. Just call Mutt and buy supplies, and you literally have the most passive profitable business on wheels. When you want to sell, you can just call the Bricade 6x6 using the interaction menu, go to the service vehicles, select the Acid Lab, and request the Bricade 6x6, and it should spawn near you. Once your stock is full, you can sell it for $335k, which is ridiculous. Apart from the Bricade 6x6 being an excellent money-making machine, it's also one of the most durable vehicles in the game. With all the armor upgrades, this behemoth of a vehicle can tank up to 48 homing missiles. It's also bulletproof, and you can add a large scoop on it which literally obliterates traffic while also taking no damage to your vehicle. You can also install proximity mines on this beast, making it even more powerful than it already was. Speaking of the Bricade 6x6, another solid vehicle is the Ocelot Virtue, which you can unlock after completing all the first dose and last dose missions for Dax. This all-electric hypercar would normally cost you $2.235 million on Legendary Motorsport, but thanks to the last dose missions, you can pick it up for free. The acceleration on this car is just unreal, and it's super fun to drive. You can also add the Amani Tech Missile Lock-On Jammer on the Ocelot Virtue if you have an agency with the Vehicle Workshop, which makes it such that your car cannot be locked on with homing missiles by griefers, keeping you safe in public sessions. This can also tank 12 homing missiles before blowing up, making it one of the fastest and safest cars to drive in public sessions. It also comes with the Dr. Friedlander livery, which looks cool, but you can always change it if you don't like the look. Speaking of speed, the Hakusho Drag is one of my favorite bikes in the entire game. It costs $976k at the Legendary Motorsport, and if you have the enhanced version of the game, the HSW upgrade for this bike costs $1.45 million. If this is your first HSW vehicle, then you can claim a free HSW upgrade by heading over to Hao's Garage in downtown Vinewood. Once you get there, watch the intro cutscene and beat Hao's time with his car. After this, Hao will give you a free HSW upgrade. Then go to the Los Santos car meet with the Hakusho Drag, watch the cutscene, and purchase a membership from Mimi for $50k. This is a one-time purchase, and now you can put the HSW upgrades on the Hakusho Drag. After the upgrade, this bike will have an amazing top speed of 157 miles per hour with an insane acceleration, making it one of the best options for the HSW time trials as well as regular time trials because it's the 6th fastest HSW vehicle, and with this bike you can easily maneuver through traffic, making these time trials a literal joke to complete. The HSW time trials pay $250k and the regular time trials pay $100k every single week, so you'll easily make $350k in a few minutes of work using the Hakusho drag. If that all sounded good, we're not even done yet, because you can also equip this bike with the Imani Tech Missile Lock-On Jammer from your agency, making it nearly impossible to aim at with homing missiles unless the Griefer has god tier aim. There's also no way anybody's catching up to you when you're driving on this beast, just a fantastic vehicle. I have the Kasaka at number 2, and I know you probably saw this coming, but I had to include it somewhere on this list. The Kasaka Submarine is the best money-making purchase in the entire game because it unlocks the Cayo Perico heist. You can buy this beast for 2.2 million on Warstock Cash and Carry, and I know that's a bit expensive for the early game, but the fact is, right when you're able to unlock it, you should, so I do consider this to be a beginner vehicle. If the submarine is locked for you, head over to the music locker behind the Diamond Casino and watch a cutscene with Miguel Madrazo and you should unlock it. Despite Rockstar's continuous efforts to nerf this heist, the Cayo Perico heist still remains as the best way to make money in the entire game as a solo player. This heist can make you anywhere from 950k to 1.5 million for an hour's worth of work, and there's only a 2.5 hour cooldown on it, so you can repeat this heist as a solo player super often. If you do this in stealth, you can avoid a gunfight and easily complete the Elite Challenge, which gives you 50k in normal mode and 100k in hard mode. I recommend doing this heist in hard mode as the payouts are much higher. The only way to do the heist in hard mode is to log back after the heist cooldown immediately ends. Pavel will give you a call to notify you when the heist cooldown is complete, and after this you have like an hour to set up the heist on hard mode. Just spawn in your Kasaka and start the Cayo Perico heist in hard mode for 100k. Note that you just need to start the heist and not complete it as it's already locked on hard difficulty, so you can come back later and do the heist. If you're trying to make bank as fast as you can in GTA Online as a solo player, buying the Kasaka is an absolute must. You can also drive the Kasaka underwater and you can equip it with guided missiles to have fun once you have money for it. Another advantage that is really underrated with this vehicle is that you can fast travel with the Kasaka for 2 grand, which is definitely worth it to save some time. Speaking of the Kasaka, it would be a crime if you didn't buy the Sparrow with it. The Sparrow is the fastest helicopter in the game with a top speed of 168 miles per hour, which easily makes it one of the best helicopters you can own in the entire game. If you're a beginner and that 1.8 million price tag as an add-on vehicle to your submarine is making you question if it's even worth it, trust me, it is the best investment you can make in the entire game outside of the Kasaka submarine itself. The reason I say this is because after you launch any of the setup missions for the Cayo Perico heist, you can directly take off from your submarine into the objective with your Sparrow. You can also land directly into the submarine when you're coming back to it, which saves you a lot of time. The Sparrow also helps you complete all the Cayo Perico heist setups in no time, especially the aggressor mission, where you can use the Sparrow to enter and exit through the roof, which saves a lot of time avoiding multiple enemies on the ground. If all this wasn't good enough, you can also go to your interaction menu and immediately spawn the Sparrow near you through the services section, making this purchase even more worth it. The only issue with the Sparrow is that it's really fragile and tends to explode if you're not careful with it, but even if it does explode, you only need to wait 2 minutes before you can spawn in another Sparrow for 0 cost at all. It's also not the best at tanking missiles, but you can't win them all. You have the option to add homing missiles to the Sparrow as well, which I definitely recommend, because this can lock onto enemies and kill them easily when it's a little bit more difficult to aim because you're flying around. You also get an unlimited amount of homing missiles on the Sparrow, so you'll never run out of missiles, unlike something like the Vigilante. The Sparrow is a grinder's best friend, and all of these pros make the Sparrow the best purchase and investment you can make in the entire game. The reason why I have it over the Kasaka, even though the Kasaka does earn you the most money, is because I view the Sparrow as a better vehicle overall. I think it has more utility going around the entire map doing multiple objectives than the Kasaka, which has to be in the water, of course, because it's a submarine, but it was a very close call. Well, that's my list. If you found this video useful, I'm sure you'll like the video on screen now where I rank the best 5 solo money-making methods for beginners. If you do these 5 things, all of these vehicles will be easily affordable for you. See you there. Peace.